movie. A movie? Huh? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samriddhi and thank you so much for clicking onto this video. And also, thank you so much for the love and appreciation that you guys showed me on my previous video. I never in my life imagined that I can also get so much love for an interest that I have, and I didn't imagine people having the same interest as me. I think I got so many comments, book recommendations, love, and even some feedback for my videos, and I promise you guys that I am taking every sort of feedbacks from you guys. So yeah, so this video is not a horror review, it's a recommendation. I have been reading a lot of books from past 2 years. Last year I read around 75. Last year I read around 40. I don't know, maybe around that, I don't remember. But I have been reading a lot of books. So I'm gonna recommend you few of those books that I have read that have genuinely changed my mind or blown my mind or have been stuck in my mind for longer than I think a month. And in these recommendation there are books that I genuinely love, and I mean, if ever I have to write my own, which I will not obviously, because I don't think so I have that in me, but even if so, these would be my inspiration, let's just say that. And yeah, so these recommendation would be on the basis of a different genre and on different way of writing. So let's go. So I have written down the pointers that I want to highlight in this book. So on my tab that is right here. So if I look down, don't think that I'm cheating or something, okay? I am reading out loud. So the first book in this genre is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. It is a young adult and is a very super cute movie. A very super cute book, which is so cozy, so like easy to read. It's an amazing book. I really like it. And yeah, so this book revolves around Liz, who is obsessed with rom-coms like me. But she teams up with her enemy to get attention from her childhood crush, okay, somewhere down the line, and it's somewhere down the troop of enemies to lover. It is a very cozy and a very good book, I must say. Like, it is a very easy read. So if you are willing to read a book that is super chill, doesn't have a lot of heaviness, or it's a little cozy good book, so this is my first recommendation. And if you want to start reading the young adult, this is the book for you. It doesn't have any to it. So the next book is also on the same line. It is The Love Hypothesis by Early Hazelwood. It is also a very sweet, super cute novel. It is a story between a PhD student named Olive and a professor named Dr. Adam. They get into a fake relationship, and it revolves around them, and it is so funny with so much scientific and science touch to it. It also have, so it's really good. It is well written. It is so casual and very cozy and comfortable sort of a book. It doesn't have a lot of emotional thinking to it, so you can read it whenever you feel like it. It's not like you have to sit down and then read it. It's on the go sort of a book. So really good book. So the next book is again The Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagisawa. I cannot talk enough about this book. I have uploaded a short of this book, but this one I will talk, I think, till I read the second book, because this one is such a good book. It's such a comforting book for me personally, and it's such a thin book. So if you are ever, feeling low and you don't want to read a thick book like the next one, this one is for you. It is such a good book. I really, really, really like it. It is about this girl called Takako, whatever you may pronounce it, but it is about her who she goes through a really messy breakup and ends up moving in with her uncle who runs this bookshop, and then she, while finding herself, falls in love with reading, falls in love with the concept of books. And this book is just so soothing and so cozy. It's like a cup of tea in a snowy day. I don't know how that feels, but that is what this book feels. So yeah, this is the next book. The next book is also a book that I love. I genuinely love. I am in love with it since past 7 months, and I still think this is the best book I've ever read. Look at the book. So if you guys can see, it is only few tabs because I have started rereading this book again, and this is The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Oh my god, I cannot talk enough about this book again. I think these two are my favorite books of 2025, but I think this one I like it better because it is obviously a thick book. It is fantasy, so it has dragons, it has powers, it talks about things like it's a different sort of a Harry Potter to me because it's so good. If you have ever watched or read Divergent, this is similar but better. I think I am in love with it. I don't know which creator was it who recommended and I bought this book, but I love this book. I cannot. So let me talk about the book. So this book is the main character of this book is Violet, who has been trained whole of her life to be in a quadrant, a scribe quadrant, which is mostly about books and policy making and stuff like that. But her mom forces her to join the rider quadrant, which is the quadrant that ride dragons and fight wars. She is known for being small and fragile and everything, but then oh my god, that character building of Violet is chef kiss. I love her. And the guy of the book is Zayden. I think he's one of the most well-written guys. Too good to be true. He's too good, and I really like the way this book is covering everything: politics, romance, even a lot of things that I cannot tell because it's a no spoiler. It's a no spoiler book recommendation. The plot is crazy, so I have started rereading this book because I bought the second book and I really wanted to reread this book before I can start reading that one again. It is known as Iron Flame. This is The Fourth Wing. There's also the third book. This book talks about dragons, politics, romance, and training sequences. It is a super fast-paced book also. So this is a really good one. It is a must if you are into fantasy books, and I'm not into fantasy books, I might say, because I started reading the Once Upon a Broken Heart and I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, but this, I love this. So I am done with romance and fantasy in the fiction world. Now I'm gonna switch to the dark and psychological and thriller and twisty sort of a books. And the first book that I'm gonna recommend is Never Lie by Freda McFadden. I think I read this book very recently. I have also uploaded a review of this book, so go check that out. And I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but let me just say that if you are trying to read a thriller and if you want to read a very fast paced book, this is the one for you. It is crazy, it is also super quick, and chapters are short. You have a lot of I will just say a lot of
2,000 years later.
It is written in a very addictive and twisty sort of a way. The chapters are quick. Short, and it is the classic. Let me read one more chapter sort of a vibe. So this one is the first book that I'm gonna recommend in thriller genre. Good book, really good, and you can try it out. So the next book is a book that I stole it from my sister during lockdown and have been recommending to all of my friends who wants to dive into the dark and thriller and plotty twisty books. And the book I'm talking about is The Girl on the Train. I think this book has been turned into a movie, also a Bollywood movie starring Pariniti Chopra. I think I saw the trailer, I haven't watched the movie, but this book is so good. It is about this woman who sees this couple every day, because she travels on a train every day. But one day she sees the girl of the couple missing, and then she gets involved in that storyline of that couple, and it's really twisty, and the ending is too good, really good, and it's a very quick read book also. So this one is the next book I'm gonna recommend. It's too good, you need to read this if you haven't. I really like this. So the next book and the last book from the thriller genre would be The Silent Patient. I think I read this book last year or maybe the year before, but this book has been in my library and I recommend to people left, right and center. It's about this painter, really famous painter called Alicia, who suddenly stops talking, and because of an incident that happened with her husband. And this is also about a psychotherapist named Theo and his obsession with why is she not talking. And the ending and the plot of this book is also well written. It talks about motivation, it talks about trauma, it talks about silence, and the perception is without being too graphic about the things. It's so good, and if it is damn good and it is well written, and it is not a book that will take a lot of time, I think, because it's so, you want to finish the book and you want to know the ending sort of a book. So this is the next book that I'm gonna recommend from the thriller genre. Next book is from the retelling or the mythological subgenre. It is The Palace of Illusion by Chitra Banerjee. It is a book that is from the point of view from Panchali, from Mahabharata. It talks about her childhood, it talks about her marriage, her motherhood, her death also, and her feelings. It's about how she felt when things were happening to her, and it will give you a different point of view to one of the greatest mythology, Mahabharata. So I really like this book, and if you're not into history and everything, still read this book, because it will give you a different feminine point of view about things, about wars, about how men think. So this is a really good book, you should read it. So the next genre is non-fiction, and if you have seen my previous video, you know that I'm not a non-fiction goldie. I cannot read non-fiction. It doesn't attract me the same way fiction does. But I still have 4 books that I can recommend you that helped me, or something that I read, and if I have read it, you can do it too. You can, if you want to read non-fiction. So the first book from this genre is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I think she has written really a good non-fiction, a really good self-help book. This is a book that motivates, talks about confidence, self-belief, risk-taking, and it's so simply written that anybody can read it, and it's such a good beginner-friendly book. So I think this is the first of or the last self-help book that I'm gonna ever recommend, because that's the only book I was able to relate and connect to. So this is the first book. So the second book in this genre would be Notes to Myself by Hope Arthur. I think this is a thrifted book by the way, but I think it's one of those books that are super easy. It's not too hard on you, because it's not a book. It is a collection of notes and reflections that the author wrote, and it talks about healing, adulthood, self-worth, identity, and it's simple, and it's not really like you have to read the whole book. Just open a random page and read it. It's small, so you can carry it everywhere, and if you're feeling low, just open a page, read it, and it's gonna be fine. I can read one to you. I have randomly opened the page, by the way. It says, when I see I'm doing it wrong, there is a part of me that wants to keep on doing it the same way anyways, and even starts looking for reasons to justify the continuation. I mean, notes like this really helps you to rethink and redirect your own thoughts. So this is the second book. So the next book is the book that I haven't myself finished yet, but I will recommend it because it's not something that you can finish in one go. Like, it's too gruesome to some extent to finish it. It is The Desi Crime by Aishwarya Singh and Aryan Misra. They run a podcast, and they have collected few of the cases that they have released on the podcast in a form of a book. And I've read, I think, 4 or 5 cases out of these books. But if you're somebody who is interested in real life cases and in real life characters and victims and investigations and police and everything, this is the book for you, because it is actually the real cases. And if I open the book, okay, as you can see, there are a lot of cases here which are real and which are not about, it's not fiction, by the way, but it feels like fiction because it's such a well written book and well researched book. So this is the book if you are searching for a real life crime book, and it's short also, so you can read one book and you would be good to go. So the next book, I'm gonna talk about a book that I never thought I would feel relatable or I would like. It's by I Have Never Been Unhappier by Shaheen Bhatt, who is Mahesh Bhatt's daughter and Alia Bhatt's sister. So first of all, this is not a book. It's a memoir that she wrote about her experiences with depression, and it's not written in a dramatic way. It's written in a point of view way, that it's a personal writing, that how she felt, and it talks about family and talks about pressure, it talks about expectations. So I really like this book, and it's really emotional. There are times when I felt so relatable. There were times when I felt so empathetic and sympathetic about her. So this is a book. If you are somebody who wants to read about depression, how these things actually feel, this is a good book to read, and I really like this book. And with that, we come to the end of this video, and I hope you like this video, because I'm trying to balance college and YouTube together. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye.